Yeah, no rope today, bro. I'm literally freezing, man. I live in the northern lands where everything is like freezing. My nipples could like slit your throat in half right now, bro. I could slaughter you with my nipple. They're butcher knives right now. I'm freezing, so no rope today. Um, or tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But the rope's over. It's over there. You can see the little golden stuff. It's just way too cold, man. So I'm just wearing this coat. If you're a gym rat and you're a bodybuilder and like you're into the big bodybuilding culture of like, oh, I'm a gym rat, Sigma, like bodybuilding shit. If you consider yourself a gym rat, then you're going to relate to this story and you're gonna see like the amount of disappointment and unfortunate like feelings I was experiencing. You're gonna relate so much to this. I used to live in Dubai, in the trenches of Dubai. I wasn't born in like riches or anything. Don't think I'm a fucking like. I wasn't born into riches. I used to live in Dubai, and there was this one friend that I would go to the gym with all the time, and we had very similar like builds. He was a bit taller than me, but we had like in terms of build and muscle insertions and everything and strength, we were very similar. Like literally, we were super close. I was always like just a bit more than him, but like we were pretty close, right? And we'd like go to the gym every single day, until I had to, travel, and we both had to travel different ways for like university and going abroad and everything. And I remember the last day I spoke to him, we were trying super hard to hit the like 225-pound bench press, which means two plates on each side. We couldn't. We didn't have enough time. We tried so hard, and it was unfortunate. We literally just couldn't. So I remember the last day I was with this guy, we literally like looked each other in the eyes and we shook each other's hands, and we were like, competition. The first one of us, like, I don't remember what the deal was, but we had a deal. The first one of us to hit 225 bench has to like, I don't know, the loser has to like pay him something or do something. I forgot what the deal was. But the point was we were going to compete in different like countries around the world, see who could get that like 225-pound bench press first. 225 is 100 kilograms if you couldn't if you want to do the conversions and everything. And I was so excited. I was so like sure I was gonna beat him. I knew I was gonna beat him, right? Because I was always like super strong. I was always ahead of this guy. Bro, I'm gonna fucking beat him. I travel, he travels, we both go to university and everything. And of course, it's a different land and everything. Things aren't as strict. It's the West. There's a lot of room for degeneracy. There's a lot of room for drinking. There's a lot of room for smoking. There's a lot of room for being a hoe. So me being on self-improvement for the last year and a half, I'm like, wait, I can actually enjoy the fruits of my labor. I have a good physique now. Let me install Tinder and like put my physique there. Match after match after match, and I'm just sleeping with some random hoe. Every fucking like for weeks upon weeks, every day. Not really, like every 3 days, but you get the point. And then I start drinking because I know how to be social now. I'm no longer a fucking like cave dweller in my mom's basement. I know how to be social and everything. So I'm social and I'm going out to parties and I'm drinking and I'm smoking and I'm making friends and I'm speaking to these people and everything is great. Life is great. And I'm enjoying the fruits of my labor, but slowly I start losing those habits that got me to the place I am. I slowly start dropping the gym. I start like studying and just partying. I start losing the habits. I stopped journaling. I stopped going to the gym. I stopped reading. I stopped doing all these habits that got me to where I am. All the good habits that you're thinking of, like the meditation, the journaling, the reading, the gratitude, all of this, I started dropping it. And the most important one was the gym. I dropped that shit. But it was fine. I'd just go back to the gym any other time, right? And I completely forgot about self-improvement. I just became a little hoe, a little degenerate, just fucking and drinking and smoking and taking drugs and doing all that garbage. And then one day, I see a notification from my phone. And I see like the Snapchat notification from the friend that I was going to the gym with all the time. And I click on it. Oh, I haven't spoken to this guy. I click on it and I open like the Snapchat. It was like a little video. I open it. And inside this video, I see the bench racked with 2 plates on each side. And he's getting ready. And I'm like, no way. I totally forgot. It was like the caption was like, I told you. And I'm like, no way he got there before me. He sits on the bench, grabs the thing, down, up. He gets the rep, and he beat the competition. He beat the little competition we set for ourselves. He won, and I'm over here, strength halved because I haven't gone to the gym in months. I've just been a little hoe, drinking, destroying my body, eating shit food. My strength halved, lost muscle. My physique is like getting worse and worse. It was still okay. It was still like functional to the point where I could, still be a little hoe with it. But my physique started deteriorating and dropping and dropping and dropping. I'm literally plummeting. And this guy, his physique is as like good as ever. He's getting like much better strength gains than me. And I'm just sitting here like a fucking twimpo. Fuck, well, shit. And then it hits me like a fucking truck. I realized I lost it all. I lost everything. Everything that made me me. Everything, the whole self-improvement, I lost everything. Suddenly, like, I was so mindless. I'm just eating garbage. My physique is going to shit. Everything is dropping. And I realized I lost it all. Not a single habit was left. Not a single good habit was left. It was just all bad habits. Just scrolling and watching YouTube and fucking like jerking off and all that garbage, right? I lost everything. Literally all of the good habits were gone. And I made an even more like terrible mistake. Once I realized this shit, I started panicking. I'm like, oh fuck. So what did younger Ali do? He started going to the gym, he started reading, he started meditating, he started journaling, all at once. And in a week, he quit everything again and wasted a couple more months. You may have related to this like cycle of, oh shit, I lost everything, let me try and do everything once again, but then you fail. You literally just, you go back and you relapse to your old self. I want you to understand and visualize a little glass jar or a glass cup, right? And all of your habits symbolize this, like good habits symbolize this glass cup. When you're doing all your your good habits, it's this glass cup, right? It's all solid and it's strong. Now this is inevitable and it will happen, and it happened to me multiple times throughout my whole journey. You will fuck up. All your habits will literally be in the dumps. So what this means is your glass cup falls and it breaks and it shatters into a million pieces. So what do you do? What do you do in real life when you drop a glass cup and the shards are like scattered around all over like a million places? One is over in this corner of the room, one is on this corner of the room, one is on that corner. Do you try and extend your hand fully and try and grab all the shards at once? That's impossible, right? That makes no sense. You literally can't. How are you gonna extend your arm? Like, you can't even extend your arm to this side of the room and then this side. You can't grab all of the shards at once and just put them into like the bag you're cleaning up. So what do? Obviously not that. So how do we clean those broken glass shards? We pick them up one by one. You pick up this piece and you put in the bag, and then this piece and you put in the bag, and then this piece and you put in the bag. What do? You pick up the habits, the glass shards one by one and one by one and one by one, and then eventually you've cleaned up all the broken shards, right? And now you have all the glass and you can clean it. There's no more glass on the ground. This is exactly what you do with your habits. When your habits are literally in the dumps and you feel like you've restarted all your progress, which you haven't, by the way. This is just part of the journey. It just goes up and then you lose your habits, and then it goes up and then you lose your habits and then it goes up. It's part of the journey, right? When you realize like, oh fuck, I lost it all, you don't like do all the habits at once hoping like, oh, I'm gonna quickly get back on my progress. That's how you mess up and that's how you fail. The thing you need to understand is you're supposed to pick up your habits one by one by one by one. I told people to, there's a video I made where I allowed people to like DM me on Instagram, and you can still do it right now. If you click on my Instagram link on the bio and you follow me and you title your message with the question, like literally just type the question and you ask the question, I will DM you. I did like a little program, it's totally for free. But a lot of these guys are asking me like, how do I get back into my journey? I fell off, man. I fell off this, that. I don't do my good habits anymore. The mistake they're making, and I found this out. The mistake they're making is they try and pick up all the habits at once. You can't do that. You will fucking flop. You will flop. So pick up the habits one by one. If you struggle right now, if you feel left behind, if you feel like you're missing out, you need to pick up your habits one by one by one by one. So for me, for example, the way I fixed it in that like little story was I started journaling first. I started journaling and I got consistent with that habit and I started doing it a lot more. And then the important one, I got back into the gym. And the great thing, if you're a bodybuilder again, you'll know muscle memory. If you fall off from the gym, you'll make your gains a lot faster than you did the first time. Quadruple, like literally 5 times as fast. So I got back into journaling in the gym and slowly, one by one, I got consistent with all the habits. I got consistent with this first. And once I fully got consistent with this, I moved on to this, which is the next habit, which was the gym. And then I got fully consistent with the gym and then I moved on to this and this and this. And now I'm consistent with everything. Yes, back to the linear growth trajectory. And then what happens? Inevitable. They all fail. I flop. But I'm still on that upward trajectory. I'm not losing the progress. I'm not back to square one where I'm like, I first started self-improvement or anything. I just messed up, which is fine. It's inevitable and it will happen to you. Same thing. We pick up the habits one by one by one by one. Do not try and do all the habits at once or you will fail. Trust me when I say this, I've went through this far too many times. Far too many times. And just remember, it's not that your progress is just deleted. It's that you simply made a mistake and you can correct it now because you've watched this video. If you find my job, not really a job, but if you find my job and what I do to be so fulfilling and you wish you could be in my position and be the YouTuber that influences tens of thousands and makes a fuckload of money through it, I've taught you how. Click the first link in the description below and you can do the exact same thing. You want to steal my business model? Click the first link in the description down below. But other than that, you can join our Discord if you'd like. You can DM me on Instagram if you'd like. And welcome to the Brotherhood.